Tidal energy. Tides are periodic rises and falls of large bodies of water. Gravity is one major force that will create. You might have observed about tidal energy, and you have listened in first year mechanical subject. In mechanical subject, you might have read tidal about tidal energy. Okay. How tidal energy, from tidal energy they will convert to electricity, that we have discussed already in starting classes. Here, what is a tidal energy? Tidal energy is a form of hydropower that converts the energy of the tides into electricity or other useful forms of power. What they are saying is tidal energy is a form of hydropower that converts the energy of the tides into electricity or other useful form of power. Here, that is Newton explained that ocean tides result from the gravitational attraction of the sun and the moon of the oceans of the earth. What they are saying is, tide, how it will occur means, due to from the gravitational attraction of the sun and moon on the ocean of the earth. Okay, and here two different tides, that is a spring tide, are especially strong tides that occur when the earth, the sun and the moon are in line. The gravitational force of the moon and the sun both contribute to the tides. If a tide is height or whatever, if we call the tide waves like that. Okay, if tide occurs means that is due to the main sun and the moon. Okay, the gravitational force of the moon and the sun both will contribute to become the tide. Okay, the spring tides occur during the full moon and the new moon. Okay, when spring tides will occur during the full moon and the new moon. What about neap tides? Okay, neap tides means these are weak. Okay, it will be not much height and like that. These neap tides are especially weak tides. They occur when the gravitational force of the moon and the sun are perpendicular to one another with respect to the earth. Okay. Spring tide will occur when the earth, sun and moon are in, both three are in line. But neap tides will occur when the gravitational force of the moon, sun are perpendicular to one another with respect to what? With respect to earth. Neap tides occur during quarter moons. Okay. Spring tide will occur during the full moon and new moon, and the neap tides will occur during the quarter moons. Quarter moon. Okay. Introduction. Here, energy natural present in ocean water bodies or in the movement can be used for the generation of electricity. It can be used for generation of electricity. This is achieved broadly in the following ways. You can observe, one is a tidal energy. In this, during the rising period of tides, water is stored in a water reservoir. It is constructed behind dams on a shore. The potential energy of a stored water body is used to generate electrical energy, similar to that in conventional hydropower, that is hydropower plant. For the tidal energy method to work effectively, that it should be at least 4 meters. The tidal difference, it should be at least 4 meters. And what about wave energy? Using the kinetic energy of the ocean, waves is utilized to rotate an underwater power turbine and generate electricity. And this is the underwater wind form. Same, it is similar to wind. Okay, but it will work in the under the ocean. Okay. Ocean thermal energy. This will focus on the temperature difference between the warm ocean surface water and deep sea cold water. It is also used to generate electricity. This is similar to geothermal power generation, where heat first heat is trapped in the earth's surface, that is converted to electrical energy. These are the different types of energy related to water, we can say. Okay. Here, tidal energy resource. Tides are the waves caused due to the gravitational pull of the moon and also the sun. We have already discussed. The rise of sea water is called high tide and fall in sea water is called low tide. Once again I repeat, rise of sea water, that is called high tide, and fall in sea water, that is called low tide. And this process of rising and receding of water waves happen twice a day, and it will cause an enormous movement of water. You might have observed near ocean, or it may be okay, some rivers, due to some waves will increase, the tide will increase and decrease. Okay, the enormous rising and falling movement of water is called a tidal energy, which is a large source of energy and can be harnessed in many coastal areas of the world. Tidal dams are built near shores for this purpose, in which water flows during the high tide and water flows out of dam during the low tide. What they are saying is tidal dams are built near shores for this purpose only, to build to get an output from that. Okay. For this purpose, in which water flows during high tide. Okay, water will flow during high tide and water flow out of dam during low tides. The head created results in turning the turbine coupled to electrical generator. You might have seen near the dam, right? This we have already discussed about spring tides and that is neap tides. Okay, the water mass moved by the moon's gravitational pull when moon is very close to ocean and results in a dramatic rises of the water level. This is called a tide cycle. You might have observed water mass moved by the moon's gravitational pull. Okay, when moon is very close to ocean, and that will result in a dramatic rise of the water level. The tide of the height, that is tide height will increase. Okay, water level will increase, and that is a tide cycle. The tide starts receding, that means decreasing, as the moon continues its travel further over the land, away from the ocean, reducing its gravitational influence of the influence on the ocean water. This is a Ebb cycle. When tides, that is tide starts receding as the moon continues its travel further over the land, then it will reduce its gravitational influence on the ocean water. This is a ebb cycle. Next is a tidal energy availability. Here, the amplitude or height of the tide wave is very small in the open ocean. The amplitude or height of the tide wave is very small in the open ocean, where it measures several centimeters in the center of the wave, distributed over hundreds of kilometers. That is, the tide can increase dramatically when it reaches continental shelves, bringing huge masses of water into narrow bays and river estuaries along a coastline. This is we have, if you observe here, Bay of Fundy in Canada are the greatest in the world, with amplitude between 16 and 17 meter near shore. If you see the table, you will understand the height of the tide range. Canada is the first country. Bay of Fundy, 16.2 height. Okay, you might have, imagine the height of the tide is 16.2 meter. In England, 7 estuary, that is 14.5. Here, different types of countries. Okay, when that is different countries have a that is oceans the site, which is a site you might have observed in India, three places: the Gulf of Cambay and Gulf of Kutch, Gujarat, and the Ganges Delta in the Sundarban, West Bengal. You observe the height of the tide. Okay, these are the different highest tides of the global ocean. This is a table regarding the height of the tide. Here, tidal objects are extremely site specific. We need a right site for that. The quality of the topography of the basin also needs to facilitate civil construction of the power plant, and it is a clean mechanism and does not involve the use of fossil fuels also. Here it is a clean mechanism, we don't require fossil fuels for that to get a output. Okay, so here environmental concerns exist mainly to do with high silt formation at the shore here and disruption to marine life near the tidal basin. We know, right, tidal basin is a base. Okay, wave energy projects have lesser ecological impact than tidal wave energy projects. In terms of reliability, tidal energy projects are believed to be more predictable than those harnessing solar and wind energy, since occurrence of tides are fully predictable. A few potential sites for tidal power generation you observe here: country Argentina, Australia, Korea, Russia, UK, USA, and they have given site also and height of the tide, that is average tide height, and they have given basin area and the estimated from that from that ocean or from that site we can get the output, estimated output what we can get: 7,000 megawatt, 570 megawatt, and 1,750 megawatt from Australia. That is the height is 8.4. Height is here 6, but what about output? 7,000 we can get from that, because here area is, you can observe here area. Here 5.66 Russia, but here the area, basin area, and the what about the output? You might have you observe here 15,000 megawatt from we can produce estimated power. This is the table regarding the potential sites for tidal power generation. Next is the tidal power generation in India. We have already discussed, right, three places, that is the Gulf of Cambay and Gujarat, Gulf of Kutch, Gujarat, Ganges Delta in the Sundarban, West Bengal. What about the height of the tide? Here average is 6.7 and 5.23 and 2.97. What about the mean? 11, 8, 5. What about the estimated power? That is, we can get the power 7,000 megawatt, 12,000 megawatt, and 8,000. Next, many organizations and government agencies are busy in the construction of tidal power plants on all those locations and harnessing tidal energy at full capacity. Nowadays, we are searching like anything, because day by day electricity users are increasing. We need to search to produce electricity. That too, it should be renewable energy. It should not affect to the environment. Like that, we are searching. Okay, for we are natural resources are many available, but still we are searching for energy production. There is an sample prospect for tidal power development in India. It has been invested that Gulf of Cambay may be, that is may prove that biggest tidal energy reservoir for India. That is, the possibility of developing tidal power scheme in India may be examined in the following all aspects. First is the economic aspects of tidal power scheme when compared to other conventional schemes. If we want to use the tidal power plant scheme, then we should compare the cost with the other conventional schemes also, because if it is more cost than other schemes, then what is the use of that? Okay, so it should be a reasonable cost. Economic aspects of tidal power schemes when compared to the conventional schemes. Problems associated with the construction and operation of plant. If we install the plant, what does the problems will come on plant? What problems will associated with the construction? If we construct the plant, what happens? Okay, what are the problems we face? And what about the operation of a plant, whether it require more maintenance, like that? Okay, yeah, each and every point they will consider while installing or construction. Problems associated with the construction and operation of plant. Problems related to the hydraulic balance, because hydraulic balance of the system in order to minimize the fluctuation in the power output. And also environmental effects of the scheme. If we install the power plant, what are the environmental effects of that scheme? Okay, the four important points they will examine in the that while developing the tidal power scheme, they will consider these 4 points. Okay, leading country in tidal power plant installation worldwide, that is installed capacity of few countries are approximately, you can observe the table: France, UK, Russia, Canada, China. From France, that is a 24 bulb type turbines, each of 10 megawatt rating, total 240 megawatt. From UK, 8560 megawatt. And what about Russia? 0.4 megawatt, and Canada 18 megawatt, and China 3.9 megawatt. These are the installed tidal power capacities of few countries. Next is the energy availability in tides. Potential energy and kinetic energy are the two energy components of energy of the tide waves. The potential energy is the work done in lifting the mass of water above the ocean surface. This energy can be calculated as E is equal to rho Ga integration of Z into Z, that is dZ. The limit is 0 to H. If the limit is 0 to H, then 0.5. If we integrate this one, Z square divided by 2, you will get 1 by 2 is nothing but 0.5, and H we can if you apply the limit, you will get H square. Okay, in Z place you will get H square. 0.5 rho Ga into H square. E is nothing but energy, and G is nothing but acceleration of gravity, and rho is the sea water density, and A is the sea area under consideration. And what about Z? Vertical coordinate of the ocean surface. H is the tide amplitude. Taking an average of the product, that is rho into G, that is 10.15 kN per meter cube for sea water. Energy for a tidal cycle per meter square of a ocean surface can be approximated as E is equal to 1.4 into H square. If we consider P into G, that this value 10.15, then what you will get 1.4 into H square, and that is a watt hour. 5.04 H square kilojoules. They have converted watt hour into kilojoules. Since extracting all the available stream power could be environmentally damaging, it is necessary to use a factor that expresses the usable power percentage with apparently no damaging consequences. That is, it is called a alpha, that is significant extraction factor. It may vary from 0.2 to 0.6. If we had that kinetic energy of the water mass is its capacity to do work by virtue of its velocity. It is denoted by Ke is equal to 0.5 into m into v square. The total energy of the tide waves equals the sum of its potential and kinetic energy components. Total energy of tide means it is a sum of potential and also kinetic energy components. Estimation and understanding of the potential energy availability of the tides are key for designing conventional tide power plants. Using water dams for critical artificial upstream water heads. What the estimation and understanding of the potential energy availability of the tide are key for designing conventional tidal power plant. If we want to install the, if you want to construct or if you want to design the conventional tidal power plant, these two important points is estimation and understanding of the potential energy availability. These 2 points are important for designing conventional tidal power plants using water dams for creating a artificial upstream water heads. Such power plants exploit the potential energy for, that is potential energy of vertical rise and fall of the water. The kinetic energy of the tide has to be known for designing other types of tidal power plants. What they are saying is, to design or for designing the other types of tidal power plants, we should know the kinetic energy of the tide first, which harness energy from tidal currents or horizontal water, and they do not involve the installation of water dams. Next is the calculation of tidal power. Calculation of tidal power we shall discuss in the next class, and we shall discuss about tidal stream generator and also tidal power basin. In these 2 types again, single basin and two basin system. Okay.